This is Roger and his beautiful wife. We are in 2nd Chronicles, and we're in the 23rd chapter. And so we found out that Athaliah reigned in the land, and now we go to Joash is made king. But in the 7th year, Jehoiada took courage and entered into a covenant with commanders of hundreds, Azariah the son of Jehoram, Ishmael the son of Jehohanan, Azariah the son of Obed, Maaseiah the son of Adaiah, and Elishaphat the son of Zichri. And they went about throughout Judah and gathered the Levites from all the cities of Judah and the heads of the fathers' houses of Israel, and they came to Jerusalem. And all the assembly made a covenant with the king in the house of God. And Jehoiada said to them, "Behold, the king's son, let him reign as the Lord spoke concerning the sons of David. This is the thing that you shall do. This is the thing that you shall do. Of you priests and Levites who come on duty on the Sabbath, 1/3 will be gatekeepers, and 1/3 will be at the king's house, and 1/3 at the gate of the foundation. And all the people shall be in the courts of the house of the Lord, except the priest and ministering Levites. Let no one enter the house of the Lord except the priest and the ministering Levites. They may enter, for they are holy, but all the people shall keep the charge of the Lord. The Levites shall surround the king, each with his weapon in his hand, and whoever enters the house shall be put to death. Be with the king when he comes in and when he goes out." The Levites and all Judah did according to all that Jehoiada the priest commanded, and they each brought his men who were to go off duty on the Sabbath with those who were to come on duty on the Sabbath. For Jehoiada the priest did not dismiss the divisions. Now see, they're getting ready to do away with Athaliah. Athaliah was, remember Jehoshaphat, the godly king? Well, he gave, of all things, he gave the daughter of Jezebel, and that was a wicked, they were Baal worshipers, or something you should never have done. They gave her daughter to Joram, they use both names, I guess, kind of like a nickname. Joram, the son of Jehoshaphat. So when Jehoshaphat died, the oldest son, Jehoram, who was given Athaliah, and this is the queen now. Well, Athaliah encouraged Jehoram, of course, to kill all his brothers so he could which was terrible. They were all better than he was. And then his son got killed in war up there with the northern kingdom's king. And so now Athaliah, the old queen mother, she's the grandmother now, she's killed all the other living grandsons except this one, which was carried away by the nurse. And now 7 years later, so Athaliah's been a queen for 6 or 7 years. So now she's getting ready to get hers. So, and Jehoiada gave to the captains the spears and the large and small shields that had been King David's, which were in the house of God. And he set all the people as a guard for the king, every man with his weapon in his hand, from the south side of the house to the north side of the house, around the altar and the house. Then the king brought out the king's son and put the crown on him and gave him the testimony, and they proclaimed him king. And Jehoiada and his sons anointed him, and they said, "Long live the king." When Athaliah, the old queen, heard this noise of the people running and praising the king, she went into the house of the Lord to the people And when she looked, there was the king standing by his pillar at the entrance, and the captains and the trumpeters beside the king, and all the people of the land rejoicing and blowing trumpets, and the singers with their musical instruments leading in the celebration. And Athaliah tore her clothes and cried, "Treason! Treason!" Then Jehoiada the priest brought out the captains who were set over the army, saying to them, "Bring her out between the ranks, and anyone who follows her is to be put to death with the sword." For the priest said, "Do not put her to death in the house of the Lord." So they laid hands on her, and she went into the entrance of the horse gate of the king's house, and they put her to death there. And Jehoiada made a covenant between himself and all the people and the king, that they should be the Lord's people. Then all the people went into the house of Baal and tore down its altars and his images. They broke in pieces, and they killed Mattan, the priest of Baal, before the altars. And Jehoiada posted watchmen for the house of the Lord under the direction of the Levitical priests and the Levites, whom David had organized to be in charge of the house of the Lord, to offer burnt offerings to the Lord, as it is written in the law of Moses, with rejoicing and with singing, according to the order of David. He stationed the gatekeepers in the gates of the house of the Lord, so that no one should enter who was in any way unclean. And he took the captains and nobles, the governors of the people, and all the people of the land, and they brought the king down from the house of the Lord, marching through the upper gate to the king's house, and they set the king on the royal throne. So all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was quiet after Athaliah had been put to death with the sword. Okay.